shot here at U.S. Bank Stadium located in downtown Minneapolis. Today, we see who's better in the NFC. It's the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. Thanks for joining us, football fans. Kate Scott, Brock Heward in the booth for this one. And Brock, any play could be a big play with the type of wide receivers we have here today.
It's gotten to the point where you simply can't cover, Kate, the elite receivers in the NFL today. You know they're going to get their looks early and often, and you just hope to contain them because you're exactly right. Any target they get has a chance to be a game-changing play.
Will Reichert has it all teed up, and we're off from U.S. Bank Stadium. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
He just missed that Super Bowl a couple years ago, but Hurts and those Eagles, they got it last year, Kate. And remember, he was the MVP in that win. And kind of like he was all season, he's just a stabilizing force. He makes people around him better, and he's a Super Bowl champ to boot.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? That's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Hurts on 1st down. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line.
A gain of 21
that
yards.
chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
1st down, a run with Barkley. Pushing for the red zone. And they finally get to him at the 15. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
24-yard gain.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Gonna go with Barkley on the counter. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They'll run it. This is A.J. Dillon. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Philadelphia.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia!
Touchdown.
The Eagles
Philadelphia.
finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7. Vikings nothing.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Philadelphia.
Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. They're led out by the veteran from North Dakota State. Second pick back in 2016, Carson Wentz.
You can't really tell the Carson Wentz story without talking about his injuries. It really put a halt on an almost MVP start to his career. But he can look around the league and look at Baker Mayfield and Geno Smith and realize there can be late career resurrections, and he wants one.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Mason will try this one at the gut. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go play action. He's going to keep it this time.
Now that's a situation, may have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunky yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. To throw, Wentz. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
16 yards.
16 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
On 1st down, it's Mason. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets a 3.
He'll expect more from himself in those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Another run for Mason. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Taken down.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Motioning the tight end left. Throwing on 3rd and long. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. Hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. The Eagles about set to get going for their 2nd drive. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. He strides quickly, headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Hurts now from the gun. He's going to tuck it and run. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and watches the tape the next day. He's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the 1st down.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Finds the in route complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Running left, this is Barkley. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Harrison Smith in on the stop. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They go to Barkley again. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
We're to the end of 1. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have it 3rd and 7. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. He's got it inside the 25. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles pull out in front further, 13-zip. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and then he can do his damage big time.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
Vikings nothing.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Minnesota all set to go for its second drive. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Quick throw is caught. Breaks through, and he might break away. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. It's a 21-yard gain, and it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
1st and 10.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Sure, a whole lot of noise to sort through up the middle, but by the time he figured everything out, he was able to hit them for a decent gain.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Running once more with Mason. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. QB sneak coming. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
Play action on first down. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
15 yards. That's good for a Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That's him on the quick hitter. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop was made.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 12-yard line.
Second and 3 now. Throwing off the play fake here. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Intended for Justin
Thought he had a
Jefferson.
touchdown there. And now it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback
go.
not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
From the gun on 3rd down. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Scott hits the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings make it a one-score game in the first half. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
14, Vikings 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Xavier Gibson now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. It's a screen to Barkley. Takes out a one-stop. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
At that down the distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on first down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Here's 2nd and 2. Short pass brought in. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Completes this one to Jahan Johnson. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down. What are y'all doing? So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. It's the Eagles looking at 1st and 10. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Completed over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
And again, here's Hurts. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Hurts yet again. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down as close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to...
And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
21, Vikings 7.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's a return from the 7. Jukes one defender. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Vikings with a football here late in the half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They probably try to get this into field goal range to trim that lead before halftime. Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. Completed to his running back. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Azeez Ojulari getting there for the tackle. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion left. Here's 2nd and 5. They set up the screen, it's Hopkinson. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
That's a gain of 4.
Minnesota spends its 2nd timeout here. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Third down, 1 yard to go. Now here's Wentz. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
It's a gain of 8.
Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
10 at the 39-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They'll throw it again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life. Timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
So it's 2nd and 10 now, ball still at that 39-yard line. They are throwing it again. Brought in left side by Jefferson. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a pickup of 11. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
That's just
First
great
and 10
instincts.
at the
Go air it out on
49-yard
second
line.
down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a two-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update, as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a two-score ball game here as we resume play. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Escapes a defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense headed out to start this third quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Mason. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Give left side to Mason. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Wentz to throw. He's running for it. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
That's good for a Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the
As much as you like to
38-yard
find a
line.
completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
Straight ahead, here's Mason. And he is hauled down right at that midfield strip. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's up the first.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time. Offensively, you've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
2nd and 15. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's a gain of 9. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. Running back sent in motion left. They'll set up the screen. It's Addison. And he's tackled for no gain. The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Minnesota lined up in punt formation, and he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And this just gets past the 20 before going out. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone, but through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Broke through the tackle. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yard to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Third and a lone yard coming up. Hit behind the line and the ball is loose. But it looked like an eagle flew in and was first to the football. They're retaining possession.
Recovered by the offense.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Vikings now set to take the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Have him gain up a handful there. Stopped on the play by Zadarius Smith.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Now give it to Mason. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
And the Vikings, 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Mason. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Mason, the ball carrier.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
This is Mason on second down. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
He tries to sneak it, and he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
For a Vikings first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
And he finds him in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Vikings chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Vikings 14. Will Reichert to kick
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Gibson now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Xavier Gibson on the return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43.
A gain of 21 yards. And an Eagle first down.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. They go play fake with Hurts. Finds a man right side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at their 48-yard line.
Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he takes it down to the 33. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Eagles.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on first. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. The offenses love execution and plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for second down.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. They send a receiver in motion right. Hurts now from the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. It's a gain of 4, and that's good for an Eagles first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of him.
Man in motion, headed right. His progress is soft, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
The ball carrier. The tackle by Jeff Okuda. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Vikings 16-yard line.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. Tried to get this one outside, Brock, but he did not make it. They stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. He's short.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
Look at him. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Well, as they get deeper and deeper into this side of the field, they need him to become the guy who makes those plays in the biggest of moments. And that may not show up as a big old pass play and utilizing his arm, but it was his fortitude and his strength to move the sticks and may just be the catalyst for a touchdown.
They're going to run with Barkley. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Here's another for him. And he's in this time. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
28. Vikings 14.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Philadelphia.
Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be sky high right now.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 32. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. Stays, he can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They go to Barkley again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
3rd down.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Eagles nearing a win here with a 14-point lead. So on fourth down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. Elliott connects there, and that makes this a 3-score game.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
Jake
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. First and 10 now from the 30.
I got him, on me.
To throw, Wentz. Taken in by Addison, left side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Complete to Jordan Addison. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 40-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now Wentz. Another one to Addison. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Wentz set to pass. Completed over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 42. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. Well, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
Trying to find Justin Jefferson. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
They'll run for it with Mason. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Can you call that play in a huddle as a quarterback? If you break the huddle, and you can almost feel it right from the jump. You get that surge at the point of attack on 4th and short. They did, and then some to move those chains.
New set of downs for him at the 38. To throw is Wentz. Over the middle and gobbled up by Addison. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Jordan Addison. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 28-yard line.
Here he goes, one final shot. Brought in close to the 8. They get to him before he can reach the end zone, Brock. No touchdown on our final play. This game is over. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. Man, this one is gonna sting, partner. You pride yourself on defending your building, getting those home victories. Instead, you end up taking a bitter pill today in front of your own fans.
Well, as one coach famously said, we're on to Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati. That's all these guys could do after giving one up at home. Just look ahead to the next game. Focus on prepping for the next opponent and working your tail off, and make up for losing in front of the home crowd by giving your fans something to cheer about the next time out.